After 8 months of analysis, state researchers found children with disabilities across Tennessee are paddled at a higher rate than their classmates.
Yeah, the Tennessee Comptroller's office, or of the Office of the Treasury rather, released the 80-page report today, a report prompted by our community watchdog investigation, which exposed the same disparity at the local level.
Two state lawmakers requested this review after our investigation found more than 24 Northeast Tennessee schools in 6 districts that paddled students with disabilities at a higher rate than their peers during 2 of the previous 4 school years. This comprehensive report not only confirms this is a statewide issue, it also recommends possible policy changes, including the banning of corporal punishment on some or all kids with disabilities. Of all the schools that use corporal punishment in the state of Tennessee, roughly 80% paddle kids with disabilities at a higher rate than their classmates, according to this newly released Office of Research and Education Accountability report. And that's just one of author Lauren Spire's key findings.
I've put together what I consider to be an objective report.
It's troubling to me that there's a disparity.
Senator Rusty Crowe called for the statewide review in July.
I do think we need to look at that this year.
The state Comptroller's office spent the next 8 months surveying administrators, finding most principals that responded used the same process to administer corporal punishment regardless whether a child has a disability. Spires also researched laws in other states and analyzed the most recent federal data, which she says shows a need for additional study.
It doesn't break it down by their disability category. So when you look at the rate, we're not able to tell you, is it students with autism that are getting corporal punishment? Is it somebody who's intellectually gifted?
A handful of area school districts still rely on corporal punishment sparingly.
I think it's totally up to the parents. If the parents wish for that form of discipline, then I support it.
Local school administrators previously defended the practice, saying administrators only paddle students after other discipline fails to work and in partnership with parents.
We just want to do what's best for kids and certainly hope that line of communication with parents is there.
And you think in some cases paddling the kids is what's best for them?
Do I think that in reference to discipline? Maybe after all other forms of disciplines looked at and with support from parents.
They also said overall, the number of times corporal punishment is used is declining. But this report shows the use of corporal punishment on kids with disabilities isn't dropping as fast statewide as the use of paddling on the rest of the school population.
The rate of use for students without disabilities dropped each of the 3 years, while the rate of use for students with disabilities remained relatively unchanged.
While some administrators shared their support last year, the governor reacted to our findings with concerns.
I don't think anybody in Tennessee really is comfortable with the idea of corporal punishment for kids with disabilities in almost any circumstance.
Now lawmakers have additional research to consider before making any future decisions. And Senator Crowe's already filed legislation that would require districts to start reporting instances of paddling to the state. Right now, they're only required to report to the federal government and not yearly. His office told us today, based on this report, the senator now plans on amending his bill to require even more detailed information be provided, including the disability category of the students paddled and the reason for using that form of discipline in every instance.
All right, Nate, thank you. Another lawmakers filed legislation that would ban the paddling of those students unless parents are always part of the final decision. Both bills are expected to be debated in committee in the coming weeks.